So every child will end up being violated, and there is an observer who doesn't care, saying, I also went through it.
We need also to be open. We need to communicate with our children, not talk. Communication is two-way. You speak, I listen, I respond, you listen,
Yes.
then we act on it.
Listen to the children. So they have to be trained to speak.
Hello guys, welcome to today's podcast. My name is Messi Tarus. I'm a program officer at Child Space Organization. So the topic of today, we are going to discuss about parenting styles. And with me, I have two guests, and I think I'll welcome them to introduce themselves. So karibuni sana. I'll start with you.
Hello, my name is Elisheba Masita, and I'm a member of the Smart Children Club.
Hello, my name is Stephen Omondi. I'm a member of Smart Children Club. I'm here as a dance trainer, and I'm pursuing to be a young trained mentor at Child Space Organization. Thank you.
That is so amazing. So we'll just go right into the discussion of today. For myself, I'll say growing up, my parents have not been really talking to me about maybe these issues of growing up and everything like that. It's just been there but kidogo. So I don't know, what's your perspective? How has it been for you? I think I'll start with you, Elisheba.
Mine, I will say that my parents have given me a conducive environment whereby I can speak to them, share my opinions, I can speak wherever I want, either mentally, either it's affecting me emotionally or physically.
That's amazing. What about you, Steve?
For me, I've not get that much suitable environment, like as she have said, since I've get some difficulties growing up since my parents are too busy doing some things. So it depends like how I do take things and how I get to survive through the environment.
You've said that you've had maybe challenges. I'd really like for us to share what are those challenges that I think is affecting the relationship between a parent and a child. I think I'll start with you.
Some of the challenges might be a parent may be overworking. Mm-hmm. Some of the parents don't get that opportunity to speak to their children. Mm-hmm. It can't be very effective speaking to a drunkard dad or a drunkard mom. Mm-hmm. That's all I think. So.
Steve, you've mentioned that you've had challenges with your parent, like the communication part. What are those challenges that you can mention?
Number one is trust from the parents.
Hey, that's a bit challenging. That concern of trust, like they just wanachukulia maybe those other people rather than yours.
Yes.
Why? Do you have maybe trust issues, or what caused that?
For me, I don't know, but their beliefs. Mm-hmm. Since mapata tu anytime tu kitu yenye mtu amemwambia ameperceive, then nile yenye like unaona ile environment like in some families nile yenye if an issue is raised kila mtu anakuja na kachini then anakuambia like wewe unasema aje ona, but yeye for yeye ameambiwa sasa ni kukugombanisha, anakupasha pia, then ukimjibu anaona vibaya, ukinyamaza anaona vibaya. So we are like there like what do you want us to do?
Yeah. I think we'll get there. There's this concern that I've been hearing if a child akikuwa raised in a very harsh way at a time, when akipata time ya kukuwa released, and there's high chance anaweza kuwa very spoiled. Is that true? What do you have to say about that, Elisheba?
For me, it's true because we can see some parents giving risk and they aren't giving consequences to their children.
Yeah.
So when they're commanding every now and then on the things the child should do, then this child doesn't get an opportunity to speak or her opinion to the parents. So they seek consultation outside from home, and it will be from their peers, and either it will be negatively or positively. That's why children that have grown up to a harsh environment are kwangi free, and they always harsh because they are given commands that they aren't given consequences, how it will affect them.
Yeah. What's your view on that, Steve?
For me, if a child is raised in a harsh environment, then he or she is released. Number one, when he or she is released, number one, what will come through his mind ni ile yenye, now I'm free. What next? Like anataka, it's like a child umempeleka mahali amona meza yote iko na chakula, so ni ile yenye ajiona hizi chakula. So number one, what itakuja kwa mind yake ni nataka kujaribu hizi chakula zote zenye ziko hapa kwa hii meza. So that's like a decision making. So utapata the time ana make decision, napata he or she is ending up in a bad situation. Yeah.
Hey, that is true. That's, I think, you're talking about that curiosity, Cindy.
Yeah.
That can really be crazy. What would you recommend that we address that? Like, what would you tell a parent the way forward about that?
I'll tell a parent all my advice, since some of my friends, I've seen some, they're coming up through a challenge that they don't speak their opinion to their parents.
Yeah.
They do whatever the parents had said, that it will be negative or positive. So I'm urging parents to nurture their children in a comfort zone that they will give consequences on the risk and the commands they have given them. Either it will affect them either negatively or positively, because it is said that whenever you've raised your children in an opportunity that union, then it is ni enye tunaona tu, a child will grow mentally and he or she will be self-reliant, because he or she can trust in his or her himself to conquer any challenge that's coming or upon him or her, that would be either positively or negatively. Enye amefunzwa na mzazi, either it will affect him or her, on how it will affect him.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Kunigombanisha is not the issue. Utanigombanisha, then that's why most of the cases unapata aligombanishwa akaenda akajirusha,
Yeah.
akacommit suicide. So ile ni ile yenye, if an issue is raised, tuke tu chini, we talk, at least that will bring a peaceful of mind that, oh, so if this one is done, then I can do this way.
Yeah.
Then number 3, they like wakwe tu in a role model way, since hatutaki tukue like we take another role model from another family, tuna embrace to our family, yet it does not suit us.
So, for me, like that time when I was transitioning from maybe childhood time or adolescent stage hapo, me and my parents, we never talked about the issues of SRHR Evo. I don't know why, but that's why we are here today. So I want you to give me an overview of how was it for you. Do your parents talk to you about issues concerning sex? Is it hard? Is it easy? How is it for us, so that we can know what we can tell our parents? I'll start with you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, so we were talking about that freedom between you and your parents, talking about issues of sex and stuff like that when you're growing up. So I'm just getting an overview. How was it for you?
First, I will say that whenever we were taught in school, I could go home. My mom could ask me, "What have you learned today?" And when I was shy, by the way, to tell her that we've learned about reproductive system. So she found an opportunity to sit down with me so that she can speak about that. She was telling me, free of charge, that whenever you'll have sex, you'll be pregnant. And whenever you become pregnant, no one will accept you in the community. So it came up I realized that it was an authoritative parenting, because she was telling me on the consequences that I will face whenever I'll do that risk, and how it will affect me, because she was telling me you'll drop out of school. So she was nurturing me in a way that I could see that my parent was nurturing me in a way that she was telling me the consequences after it. So whenever I was having some issues, whenever I was having my menstruation the first time, she has already told me, so I wasn't shy at that time. I was freely telling her what's happening with me and she was there to listen. Anytime I could tell her I have something for you to tell you, she'll sit freely and I will say it to her.
That is really good. What about you, Steve? How has it been for you?
For me it was the other way around. So nile ni like umeambiwa saa kijana yani I'm trying to imitate what she was saying. So wanakuambia kijana, so umekuwa peana tu mtoto wenyewe mimba hapa, utakuja nione tu mama ya mtu ama mzazi wa mtu amekuja. Ile vita nitakupiga plus na yeye nitajua mjui. So like I was okay, sasa hivi ndo watu wanafai kukua. Like so ni ile you're living under threat, like ile so unajua hata saa nyingine karibu na msichana that unajua tuko na mindset au kumbuka. So anytime I see then unakumbuka jaribu kupeana mimba utajua ujui. So like ikanipatia ile that hiyo kujitenga sana na wasichana then unakaa peke yako. So it brings some different, that environment haikuwa ile poa sana nikikuwa. Yeah,
Yours was more of a threat than education.
yes, like hata ile time yenye msichana amekuja koneni, yani amekuja kusalimia, anakuambia ushaanza na kuona jaribu uone tu. Like so it was hadi ile time yenye marafiki zangu akikuja nilikuwa nawaambia like ukikuja sema naweza kukupatia some of the names zenye unaweza sema ndo at least nitoke kwa nyumba kiurahisi. Lakini wasikia ati ni Cheryl ama nani anasema muite aseme hiyo kitu hapa ndani. So like it was yo environment haikuwa sana fiti kwangu, but ilikuwa tu inabidi tu. So unaambia kama mtu atakuona unamwambia wewe tulia tu hapo nje, ita mtu the certain name, bora iko tu a boy name. At least I'm safe. Yeah.
Those are the challenges that young people are facing right now. Because mimi ningeambiwa hivyo ningekuwa naishi na uoga. So I'll ask, I think you'll also contribute on this. What are the causes? What causes your parent to be harsh like that?
For me, what I can say, number one is stress. Since wako so overprotective for me, napata ile hadi chance ya for my feelings I can't. Siwezi. The overprotective ni ile ni it's a command. You like it or you don't like it, you must do it.
Wow. So Alicia, what do you have about that? What, based on have you had maybe friends that are experiencing the same, like they're not getting the freedom to communicate about things maybe of SRHR with their parents?
Thank you for the opportunity. First, I'll contribute by saying some of their parents are doing more work than required. Some are doing some work that they even don't listen to what their children have to say. And some of our parents depend and trust in their culture and traditions. Some of parents are just viewing on culture and tradition whereby you can't tell them anything because they really know and understand you are under me. So you don't have to tell me anything. I won't listen to you because you're my child. I'm the one to guide you. So it becomes some challenge whereby some children don't have any freedom to talk to their parents, since some they have depended on that culture, or some they're doing a lot of work. And some of experience on my dad when he's broke. Yeah. When he's broke, you don't just talk to him just howly. But when he's paid, you can speak freely. You can speak your problems. You can say what undermining you. You can say what is stressing you, all that. But when he's broke, just chill. Whenever you have a problem, talk to your mother. That's the way he is.
So you want to tell me lack of resources can lead to a parents not being approachable?
Yes.
I really can understand, because it's sometimes the way parents are used to, providing, and then when they're not able to, it makes them build a sort of a wall. So now, what would we recommend for the parents to maybe stop being harsh, or what are we going to do so that the parents can talk to the children?
Number one, wasiwaogope. That's the thing. The fear. Nile nowadays at least the environment haiko ile suitable for everybody, but for some au hajaambiwa au anasomeanga tu shule. So at least the parent if akikuambia mtu ya kama mimi ningeambiwa ningesema wow. Sasa hata kama naenda huko but I cannot go since nilikuwa nishaambiwa. So ile kutoambiwa inafanya we get into mess things. Number 2, ile advice yenye unapewa, just give your child a direct advice. Don't go behind like with the threats.
Yeah.
You live in fear. Then number 3 is like your child is the best. Usiwahi sema like kuwa kama mtoto wa nani. Wako akona tabia zake, accept, shape it to be the best. Si ati fuata tabia zake. Unajua kwa nini ule anafanya ile vitu zenye anafanya. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Hapo kwa threat unanimaliza. Because even me, it was like, chunga, you just take care, you know. So you are like, what am I supposed to do? What about you, Elisheba? What would you tell a parent?
For me, I will say that a parent should listen to his or her child opinion. Yeah, the way he or she understands the topic. And secondly, a parent should enhance trust. As Steven's parents, they should listen to what the children have to say on that issue. And then they should enhance trust whereby the child might be free speaking, because a child something might happen to the child, but because the parent don't enhance trust in them, the child can't speak. So I advise parents to enhance trust in their children. Yeah, that's really important.
Thank you so much. Article 4 of the Constitution. Wow, thank you so much. This has been an amazing session, and I don't really want to add more from what my guests have mentioned, but the key thing here is trust, communication, openness, and giving the children freedom to speak. So I want to tell all the parents to really give these children a conducive environment for them to grow. So I really want to appreciate my guests. Thank you for coming for this podcast. Thank you for a nice session, for your ability to just, speak your hearts. For me, it's been enjoyable. And one or two that we've mentioned, I'm going also to apply. So thank you so much, and have a blessed time. See you.
Bye.
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 Bye.